ladies and gentlemen, and happy Easter. Welcome to our Panorama News. I am Abir Mitwali. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi mourns the passing of His Holiness Pope Francis II. With deep sadness and sorrow, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi profoundly mourned the passing of head of the Catholic Church. President el-Sisi said that his departure leaves behind an extraordinary legacy of compassion and humanity that will forever remain etched in the conscience of mankind. He said His Holiness Pope Francis was an exceptional global figure who dedicated his life to the service of the values of peace and justice and worked tirelessly to promote tolerance and understanding among religions and build bridges of dialogue among the peoples of the world. He was a supporter of the Palestinian cause, championing legitimate rights and urging for an end to conflicts and the establishment of a just and lasting peace. He added that the loss of His Holiness Pope Francis represents a profound loss for the entire world, as he was a voice for peace, love and mercy, and an example to emulated in devotion to noble values. President el-Sisi also extends his sincere condolence to the Vatican State and followers of His Holiness Pope Francis and his admirers, praying to Allah the Almighty to envelop him in His vast mercy. Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Dr. Ahmed al-Tayyib, extended his heartfelt condolences and sincere sympathy to members of the Catholic Church around the world after the death of Pope Francis on Monday. Calling him a distinguished symbol of humanity, Dr. al-Tayyib said that the Pope spared no effort in advancing the mission of compassion. During his papacy, the relationship between Al-Azhar and the Vatican witnessed significant development. The Grand Imam also acknowledged Pope Francis' dedication to strengthening ties with Al-Azhar and the Islamic world through his visits to many Islamic and Arab countries and through his fair and humane stances, particularly his condemnation of the aggression on Gaza and his firm stance against the Islamophobia. The Vatican announced on Monday that Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic Church, has died on Monday morning. Francis, who suffered from chronic lung disease, was admitted to Rome Hospital on February 14th after respiratory crisis that developed into double pneumonia. We have more in the following report.
The Vatican announced on Monday that Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic Church, has died on Monday morning. Francis, who suffered from chronic lung disease, was admitted to Rome Hospital on the 14th of February after respiratory crisis that developed into double pneumonia. His last public appearance was on Easter Day, when he emerged to greet thousands of people in St. Peter's Square, drawing cheers and applause. Beforehand, Francis, who is the first Latin American pontiff, met briefly with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. On Monday, Vatican's Camerlengo Cardinal Kevin Farrell lamented the late Pope, saying he taught us to live the values of the gospel with faithfulness, courage and love, especially for the poorest and most marginalized.
And on the occasion of celebrating the spring festival of Sham el-Nessim, First Lady Intisar el-Sisi greeted Egyptians in Orthodox Easter. She extended her heartfelt greetings to the Egyptian people. She said that this festival embraces the joy spring brings and embodies the depth of ancient civilization. This occasion is deeply rooted in Egyptian conscience and represents the authentic identity and spirit of the Egyptian people. Monday, 21st of April, marks Sham el-Nessim, a festival that takes place in the same breath as Easter, falling on the day after Easter Sunday each year. We have more in the following report.
Spring has officially arrived, and across Egypt, people are coming together to celebrate Sham el-Nessim, one of the country's oldest and most cherished holidays. The name means smelling the breeze, and for thousands of years it has marked the start of spring with joy and tradition. Every year, on the Monday that follows Orthodox Easter, Egyptians take the day off to enjoy the outdoors. Sham el-Nessim is a national holiday rooted in the ancient Egyptian history dating back to the time of the pharaohs. Despite its connection to the Coptic calendar, it is celebrated by everyone as a cultural and seasonal festival. People gather in parks, gardens, and along the River Nile to enjoy the fresh air and welcome the warm weather. Families bring homemade food, share meals, and spend time together. One of the most iconic parts of the celebration is the traditional food. Fisikh, salted fish, is at the heart of Sham el-Nessim meal, along with green onions, lettuce, and colored boiled eggs. For many, Fisikh brings back fond memories of childhood and family gatherings. Children look forward to painting eggs, a symbol of life and renewal.